So hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another stream. So in this stream, we are going to see Indian stock analysis. Uh, it may be any stocks, indexes. Okay. So as today is Saturday, the gold and forex will be stopped. So we are going to see the stocks analysis and index analysis. And if you want me to analyze any particular stock, you can write down on the comment box or chats. Okay, let's start the stream. So we are going to see the stocks analysis and index analysis. And if you want me to analyze any particular stock, yes, my voice is clear. And today evening, 7 p.m., we are conducting a free webinar. If you are interested, you can enroll and make use of it. Okay. So write down in the chats where I can get idea that you want to know about any particular stocks. Okay, and if you look at yesterday, these are the top gainers. Okay, PVR, Inox, Welps and Living, Triveni Turbines. Okay, look at this percentage. Okay, in last one day, it has increased 4%, 2%, 5%, sorry, 2%, 3%. Okay, max, uh, it has gained only 4.4% in large cap. Okay, and these are the top losers in yesterday, and whose percentage you can check here. Okay, 5%, 5.6, 4.7. Okay, these are the top losers, and these are the stocks by top volume. Volume in the sense the most number of buying and selling happened in the particular stocks. Okay, these are 52-week high, means last 1 year high lows. So if you look at this ICICI Bank in 1 day chart, currently it is trading at 1425. Okay, and if you look at this monthly chart, this bank has continuously moved in uptrend only. Okay, there is no sideways or downtrend, only retracement upside, retracement upside. So if you look at the returns from last years. Just take 5 years, like from 2020, 440%, which is almost 100% every year. 100% every year. 100% every year means every year the capital would have doubled. ICICI Bank 442% in um, 4 years. No, 5 years. I think no FD will give you this much of returns, or no PPF, nothing. But you should know where to enter and how to select the stocks, which are the stocks we need to keep in our watch list. What are the criteria before entering into any stocks? And if you look at this IDFC Bank in monthly chart, now we are at 73. So I had explained this stock in, I think, last week or 2 weeks back stream, where the market was at this level. Okay, so we can expect nearby 120 in this stock. So if you look at this IDFC First Bank, okay, it has started from 2015, and initially it went into consolidation, um, and when and it was created a lower lows, and from after this COVID, this stock has moving in an uptrend, and now from 23 to 25, in last 2 years we have seen a proper retracement, okay, right? But from this financial year, see, this was a month, this is monthly chart, and if you see this month, financial year March, okay, from this financial year this stock is moving with proper price action, okay, and your entry must be here or somewhere here, okay, and this should be our target as per this trend line support, trend line resistance. So we are conducting a free workshop on today's evening session at 7 p.m. and if you are interested, you can register and join. I think this is the minimize last. Okay, let it. I will post this on YouTube only. Let us see about SBI. And if you see this State Bank of India, which was at 160 rupees at this resistance, at this support level, okay, and after this COVID big retracement, or we can say correction, and look at the gain this stock has given, 534%. Okay, every year if you calculate, almost 100% returns every year. Okay, in 5 years 538%, which is a big returns. Every year we have made 100% returns in this stock. Okay, if you have invested in this SBI. So 143 to 823. So how to capture this bottom? That's you need to learn through our webinars and what are the courses we are giving you. Hello. Max Healthcare, this is also one of the best stock as per I have seen from this last 2 3 years. And if you look at this monthly chart, and this stock has performed exceptionally well from 2020. Okay, if you look at its returns, it is unbelievable. This from 2020, it has given you 1200% returns, almost 12x. And if you look at the stocks, if you concentrate on FMCG or healthcare stocks, these are evergreen stocks. These will give you returns one or other day, because these sectors will not collapse, because these are day-to-day life required businesses they are doing. Okay, and if you look at these stocks from 2020, see 1204%, which means 12x. 12x, I think you are understanding what you mean by 12x. I hope you understand the meaning of this 12x in 5 years. Max Health. Okay, 12x in the sense, whatever you have invested, the invested amount had grown up to 12 times. Means if you have invested 1 lakh in this stock, this would have given you returns of 12 lakhs in 5 years. Okay, that is what we call X, means multiples. Here only you can see 1200% returns. Max Healthcare Limited. If you want to know more about the stock, you can go for Groww or any broker, and if you type this Max Healthcare, and if you check for fundamentals, see the market cap is 1,18,000 crores, which is a great market cap, because we should only focus on the market cap above 500 crores, sorry 50 crores, which means it has a stable business. Okay, and if you look at this profit, and every year they made around 1000 crores profit. Okay, from last 5 years. In 2021 it was around 115 losses, and then in 2022 they made 605 crores profit. Then consistently they made 1000 crore profits. Okay, so after this COVID only, this stock has been boomed. Okay, and if you look at the shareholding pattern, the FIIs are 54%, promoters are 23%, mutual funds are 13%. Okay, as of this March quarter. Okay, and if you keep on seeing from quarter to quarter, okay, these FIIs are holding this stock, which means this stock might go upside. There is a still potential in the stock. So this kind of stock you need to keep in your watch list, and need to observe. Whenever you find the dips, you should enter. And people say that there is no potential in this market. But if you know the right approach, if you know the proper analysis in fundamental and technical as well, there is a huge opportunity. So as I mark this Doge coin resistance level, if it breaks, then definitely we are having a big movement in Doge. Okay, almost this resistance level had broken, then move to this again, and once this level breaks, it breaks this level, a big boom is on the way in Doge. Okay, so this kind of spikes we can expect here, and once this breaks, then this Doge is going to give you good returns. So BTC is around 120k. Now it is making all-time highs. Now the fresh new all-time high is $123,000. And many of you guys has asked me about this launch. Okay, now this is trading around 65, but presently it is in the consolidation. If you look at day chart or monthly chart, you can see there is a good potential in this stock. And look at the buying from last 2 years. In last 2 years, this stock has given you 900% returns in just 2 years. 900% returns means 9x in 2 years. So this stock has potential, because if you look at its all-time high in 2007-8, which is 422 rupees. So no need to be that this should go to 400 rupees, but if you look at this buying potential and the way this company is performing in last 2-3 years, we can expect a good returns in the stock. Once it breaks this 82 level, okay, then we can expect again this new high, called new high in the sense of in recent times, not because it's high, all-time high is 422. We cannot compare that to as of now, but in recent days it will, if it breaks 82, it can reach to 120 or 130 as the next target. So in day chart, Nifty is currently trading around 25,000. Okay, so this is our psychological level. Once this 25,000 breaks, then we can expect 4 to 600 points down in Nifty, and there might be a even one more possible thing, that that if the trend line, okay, this might be a fake breakout in this trend line, and we can expect a sudden reversal. But you should always wait for a retest. Once the retest is done, you can go for shorting this Nifty. And in monthly chart, we are seeing a rejection from this previous resistance level, okay, which was around this 26,000 to 25,700, 600. Okay. So if you look at little higher time frame, we can see some of fair value gap here. Okay. If you look at day chart, okay, if you look at this day chart, this was our reversal candle, and after that, the next candle high low. So the Nifty has to break 26,000 to make the new high of 27,000 or above. नाश्ता हुआ नहीं आज, तेरा हुआ? So if you look at this IRFC, Indian Railway Finance Corp, so this is also almost 1000% returns, 10x. Your capital would be 10x if you have invested this in IRFC in just 3 years back. 10x in 3 years. And now this phase is called as retracement and consolidation. Okay. But once it breaks this all previous highs, we can expect a new high in this IRFC. But in day chart, this stock is currently in a consolidation phase. Let it break this consolidation, then we can expect a momentum in IRFC. So as of now, you should avoid if you have any, if you want to enter into this Okay, there is no need to there is no entry here. Okay, so this is our impulsive and this is our retracement. Okay, once this retracement is done, again the impulsive continues. So this is the impulsive and retracement, and then this impulsive must break this previous high, and if it take retracement also, it has to come till this high, and this resistance will turn into support, then we can enter here also. Okay, if you look at 4 hours chart, here we are seeing the resistance turned into support, and this is our buying area. Okay, okay, this is our, see how the simply the structure itself explains you. Whatever the zone I have marked here, it was a resistance zone previously. Okay, okay, if we come from here, this was a buying zone, right? From this we have seen the buying. What was this timing? January 2025. Okay, in January this 130 to 35 rupees was a buying zone, because whenever the market come to this zone we seen a buying. Okay, again from this level itself we have seen, okay, this is our first buying, and when the market come to this level, again we see the second buying, and the third time even this tried to move upside, but the sellers took it and break this zone. Okay, once this zone has broken, the market traded below this only. Okay, and now again came back to this zone, but here previously it was a support. When it broke, it turns into resistance. Okay, that's why the market has fallen from this level. Okay, this again it came to this support, turns into resistance level. Now this time this IRFC broke this resistance level and moved upside. Okay, see now, from this level, once it broke, when it come back to this level, this resistance is turned into support. Now this level is acting as a support. Whenever market come to this level again, fresh buying we are seeing. Okay, see, this is our first buying, this is our second buying. Okay, and if we see a bullish confirmation, we can see a good buying from this 130 level. I hope you understood this concept. And if you want to check the fundamentals of this IRFC, you can go for any broker, and if you just type on IRFC, you can go for nahin. If you want to check for the fundamentals of this IRFC, you can just click on the stock, and if you uh, you can scroll down and you can check here. You can check market cap, the revenue of the stock, profits, net worth. For every quarterly you can check, every yearly you can see. Okay, we cannot only depend on technical analysis, we have to check the both technical and fundamental analysis. See, there are two possibilities in this lal path lapse. Either market has to respect this trend line resistance, or it has to break and take a retest and can move upside. Okay, because if you look at this trend line in the market is sharply falling from this trend line. And if you see, there is a downside also, a kind of a symmetrical pattern is forming, symmetrical triangle. Let this above important trend line breaks in lalpath lap stock, then we can enter into this stock. Okay, I think my voice is audible now. Sorry for the interruption. And you might have heard about this stock called Bharat Petroleum. Most of you have known about this, but you don't know about this stock. Okay, so we should select the stocks which we use daily. So this is the petroleum company business of this petroleum, and you might have seen in petrol bunks Bharat Petroleum. Okay, so you might have seen how this business is going on. Okay, every day the person needs petrol, diesel. Okay, every day you might have seen the rushes in the petrol banks. So how much they are earning? So they're making good profits. On that basis, the company stock also will move upside. Okay, so if you look at this trend line, it was taking the resistance and break. When it come back to this trend line, again moving. So if you follow this theory also, you would have captured 45%, 50% returns in how many time period? It was around, what is the time frame from this February 2025 to August, September, October, November, September, October. No, it's monthly chart, right? March, April, May, June, July. I think within 5 months, 50%. It was a great returns, but you should know the concept. Entering in the right way is an art. If you enter in the right time, then obviously you will get good returns. See, if you entered here by looking, the market went already upside. Okay, if you entered here, obviously, uh, as of now, you would be at cost to cost or with minor losses. Okay, but if you know this trend line setup, you should enter only when the trend line breaks and come to again to the same trend line with retest. Okay, so this is called as trend line support and resistance. Okay, I will explain once again. Right now, this stock was respecting this trend line as a resistance. Okay, whenever the stock price come to this trend line, the market was falling. But in February, in February 2024, this trend line was broken. If you had missed the opportunity to enter into this stock, you should never regret. You should wait for a proper entry. Okay, where your entry must be, once this trend line has broken, your mind, you should think in your mind that you should not enter directly on the breakout. You should wait for a retest. And what is this retest? This retest means after this breakout of any resistance trend line, or it might be a normal resistance, the stock again come back to that trend line. Okay, so if you see after this big buying and breakout also, we are seeing the selling. This has been come to again to the same trend line. Okay, from here the buying has started. So whenever the market comes to this level, you should not uh, feel that the market is crashing, the stock is falling, it might fall further. Okay, no, because if there is a big buying here, obviously after a retracement there must be a buying. So we should enter here. So if you had entered here, look at the time. As per this analysis, if you enter at this level, look at the returns 40 50%, 49, 50, 50% within 5 months. Okay, now we can exit this stock because this stock is trading around this resistance level. If you have exited there, you have booked 50% of your 50% returns. For example, if you have invested 1 lakh in the month of uh, what is this, February 2025, now you would have exited with 1.5 lakhs with profit of 50,000, and charges might be very less. You would pay only the brokerage and charges, which is very less. So instead of blindly entering into any stock at any level, you should wait for a proper price action, entry, retracements. You should know all these things in technical analysis. Before that, this stock must be fundamentally strong. Okay, for that you can go for this any of the broker. Just type Bharat Petroleum, BPCL. Okay, then you can go for this. Okay, market cap. Okay, this is very important. First of all, you need to check this market cap. This must be above 50%, then only we can say the stock is stable. If the stock is below 50% of market cap, then there is a possibility that market might make any moments, or it might collapse at any level we cannot expect. Okay, so if the market is above 50,000 crore, we can say that okay, this is stable. Even though there is a small correction in the market or small selling in the market, but market will not be, or the stock will not be completely collapse. Okay, and if you look at the financials of this stock in last 3 years, 21, 22, 23, what we are seeing, the profit slowly decreased. But in 2024, look at the profit, 26,000 crore. This stock has done 26,000 crores in 24. What it indicates, this was an slowly the market was going down, but in 24 they made something different. They made their business better. That's why they made profit of 26,000 crores. That's why in 24, look at the 24. That's why this big buying has seen, or this big movement in the Bharat Petroleum stock we have seen. And now this is a retracement, because whoever bought the stock here would have definitely sell this, because after the reaching of this 180%, the stock almost not doubled, the stock has almost the triple, because the person who bought here at 129 rupees, at 60 rupees, at 100 rupees, when the stock reaches to 370, obviously they will sell. Not all the person, at least 50% of the people will sell. Okay, that's why the stock has come down to 225. Now we need to enter here. We got the two confirmation. The first thing is the stock has made a big profit in 2024, and second confirmation is it has broken the trend line in technical analysis, and the third confirmation is after the retest there is an entry in our setup. Okay, these are the things you need to learn in both technical analysis and fundamental analysis. Then only you can uh, buy or sell any stock. There is no limit in this market. Okay, you can go and buy and sell any, or keep on holding the stock at any level. So if you want to learn this technical and fundamental analysis uh, properly, you can enroll, you can join for free webinars which I am conducting at today evening 7 p.m. and you can enroll for it. You can learn and start investing. this analysis will work on every market. Okay, there is it doesn't mean that if you are learning the technical and fundamental analysis only it is restricted to Indian market. No, it is the same thing will be applied for all the cryptos, forex, and other US markets also, even for commodities. Okay, I think that's it for today. We are going to end the stream. And if you have any doubts, let me know. And if you want me to analyze any other stocks, you can write down the chart box. Or if you want me to uh, explain you about the technical and fundamental analysis, as I said, there is a webinar at 7 p.m. You can enroll to the given number below and you can join the webinar. And if you find this webinar is useful, you can enroll for our next courses. So we have launched our basic and advanced course where you can access and make use of the course. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Bye.